In this video, somebody's asked me, can you use no money down for property? Because I've been using no money down for business buying, and the answer is yes, because I'm doing it for property too. So watch this video and see how I use two different forms of no money down to buy property deals. Got a question here today from Bruce Murchie, who says, is no money down working for property purchases? So quite simply, no money down is when you buy a business or you buy property and you don't use any of your money. And I made a video about how I was buying businesses using no money down, and then Bruce is saying, does that also extend to property? And the answer, Bruce, is yes, in the sense that a lot of property investors, or quite a few property investors in fact, have used no money down, and it's been around for a while. But I assume to some extent your question was, have I used no money down in any of my purchases? And the answer is yes. So I bought a place in Boston and converted it into 21 flats. There'll be some videos on this channel, and that was a pure no money down deal. How that worked was we got some funding from a lender, and then I introduced the deal to a joint venture partner, and then he funded the rest of it. So how it worked is something like this: 90% of the funding to buy was from a third-party funder, 10% was from my joint venture partner. That enabled us to buy the property. Then my joint venture partner paid all the funds to refurbish and redevelop the property into 21 flats. And then what we did, and we're still doing, by the way, we're nearly there now, we've got funding from a third-party lender, Interbay, over a 5-year fixed term, and we'll get all of our money out, pay the third-party lender who helped us to buy the property, and of course we'll also pay them interest, and then the rest of the money goes back to my JV partner. And on that particular deal, we were also able to get an extra £150,000 out, which will then go towards the next deal for us. So if you do a few of those deals, you get some extra money out on some occasions, or hopefully on most occasions, if not all occasions, then after a while you'll have your own pot of, let's say, a few £100,000, and you can use those funds, and that's in a way no money down as well, because you're not using your own money. That's one. The second one that I'm working on right now, bought a piece of land with outline planning, and we exchanged. I think we either paid £2,000 or £5,000 to exchange, and then we applied for full planning permission. We're just about to be granted full planning permission, because it had an outline on it initially, and in the next week or two we'll hear back, and then we've already been offered by one person double what we paid for it, which is exceptionally good. When I say double what we paid for it, I mean double in terms of what we paid plus what we paid for the planning. So we paid £315,000 to buy the plot, and the planning cost us £75,000. So all in all, £390,000, and we've been offered £850,000. So really, it's more than double. When I say offered, I mean the offer's been made. We haven't accepted it yet because we might build out the plot ourselves. How that worked was my JV partner paid for the £2,000 or £5,000 to exchange, plus he's paid the £75,000 for the planning. Once the planning goes through, which he should do in the next couple of weeks, we can then either sell, or we can refinance, or we can keep his money in there and pay the third party or the vendor for the balance of the land, which my JV partner can do, and then we can get third-party funding to build the houses. So that's that there. Something else which I'm doing again, which extends to no money down, is doing those no money down deals with the vendor. So what we're saying to them is, we'll pay you a 10% deposit now to exchange, and we'll then pay you the funds within 3 years. And in that interim, we then redevelop the property and either refinance or sell. Generally speaking, we refinance and hold, and then the refinance funds will be used to pay the vendor, the person who we bought the property from, plus repay my JV partner if he puts any money in, which he will do because he'll pay the initial 10% deposit. So that's working out well too. And what's really good on that is you can get some really good deals, because simply speaking is you go to somebody who's selling, let's say, a commercial property and it's up for £500,000. Generally speaking, most people are going to put offers in below the asking price. You go in and say, yep, I'll pay you £500,000, however, we'll pay you a 10% deposit now, other 90% within 3 years. Now 3 years is quite a long time, because we're playing it safe, so that gives us enough time. If we need to get planning, we can get planning. If it's got prior approval or PD rights, then we go through that process, then we redevelop, and then we give ourselves enough time to refinance. Now all of that shouldn't really take you 3 years. If you're really sharp on the button, you can do it in 18 months. We've done it in 18 months. So if you said 2 years, you'd still be okay. But we say 3 years just to be on the safe side. Economic climate, things going wrong with the building, things cropping up with the funding and financing, which can hold things up. So 3 years is a very safe bet, and that works incredibly well. So that's a different way to use no money down. One is obviously with a JV partner, the other one is to use the vendor's funds without obviously paying them, but then redeveloping and then paying them back. So I hope, Bruce, you found that useful. Any other questions in the comments box, more than happy to answer. If you like this video, click like so I know you like it, so I can give you more content like this. Please ask questions, and please subscribe so we can keep you updated with all of our new fresh content.